Let's start this compilation when former member AOA Mina, who allegedly claimed that her bandmate bullied her. On May 13, 2019, Mina chose not to renew her contract with FNC Entertainment to focus on her acting career. On July 2, 2020, the former member responded with a lengthy message when someone sent her with, "Get lost, bitch." Many netizens immediately linked her allegations to AOA's leader Jimin. On the same day, the leader of AOA posted briefly on her Instagram story with Mina's claim as a fiction. A day after that, Mina not only shared one post, but two. In the first post, she claimed to have evidence. The second one was proof that she got scar treatment from when she once tried to take her own life. On July 4, 2020, FNC Entertainment announced AOA's Jimin's withdrawal from the group. In the midst of this issue, fans dug up clips that appeared to show Jimin bullying Mina for over a decade. On September 7, 2021, Dispatch revealed Mina and Jimin's conversation. They revealed that Jimin had emotionally hurt Mina. Meanwhile, Mina's manager and staff called her out for her petty behavior. It's been a year since AOA made their last comeback. Mina is now a counseling manager at a dermatology clinic. Meanwhile, Shin Ji-min is currently active as a soloist. Sometimes Lisa's money moves away from the fraud. On June 2, 2020, YG Entertainment revealed that Lisa's ex-manager swindled 1 billion won from the Thai K-pop idol. The former manager convinced Lisa to invest 1 billion Korean won in real estate. But that 1 billion Korean won, or $816,000 in USD, he used it for gambling instead. According to reports, no lawsuit was filed. However, the scammer promised to return part of the money and even showed a plan for how he'd pay back the rest. Behind her angelic face, not everyone had good things to say. On October 21, 2020, an anonymous stylist and editor uploaded a post accusing an unnamed idol of poor manners and behavior. Fans immediately pointed out that it was about a Red Velvet member, later identifying her as Irene. On October 22, 2020, Irene personally apologized to the stylist and promised that she would be a better idol in the future. While many of her fans and acquaintances believed that it was false, some stylists also shared a negative claim. Before Stray Kids became that group, they were actually a 9-member group. On October 27, 2019, JYP Entertainment announced Woojin's withdrawal from the group. The agency mentioned that leaving the group was due to personal reasons. However, others built up different rumors after Woojin's departure. On April 1, 2024, the former Stray Kids member broke his silence through a new video. Now, let's focus on a member who is unfortunately a victim of bullying allegations. On February 20, 2021, a former I-DLE member was entangled in a bullying controversy. On February 21, 2021, KIOF Entertainment firmly denied the allegations in an official statement. After the issue emerged, it spread like wildfire. Several people, including an actress, shared their alleged negative encounters with Soojin. On March 7, 2021, the group's label announced that Soojin would halt her activities with the label. Unfortunately, on August 14, 2021, KIOF Entertainment officially confirmed Soojin's withdrawal from the group. Later on, the rumors proved false, but they had already left a massive stain on both the group and on Soojin. Sometimes, leaving a group doesn't always have to be sad. On November 25, 2022, BlockBerry officially announced the termination of Chu from the group, citing violent language and misuse of power towards staff. Many fans believed that the company was twisting the story, and many insiders came to defend her. On November 28, 2022, 9 of her co-members reportedly filed injunctions to suspend their contracts. However, their company firmly denied this report. On January 13, 2023, Jin Seol, Kim Lip, Hee Jin, and Chori won their injunction cases. On February 3, 2023, the other 2 members filed injunctions to suspend their agreement with the company. On May 9, 2023, reports said that Vivi and Hyunjin granted their request to terminate their contracts with BlockBerry Creative. Lastly, on June 16, 2023, the 5 members who lost their lawsuits have officially twisted sides, and they won it. So far, Jin Seol, Kim Lip, Hee Jin, and Chori are currently with Mohouse Entertainment as ODDI Circle Plus. Their former bandmate Chu signed with ATRP to pursue solo activities. Meanwhile, Hassel, Go-won, Olivia Hai, and Yeojin signed with CTDENM as 𝗧𝗨𝗥𝗡. Lastly, Eve debuted as a solo artist under Pay Per Mill. Should we call it quits already? On August 2, 2018, HyunA and Dawn officially confirmed that they were dating after back-to-back rumors. On January 27, 2019, the couple signed with PSY's record label, P Nation. On September 9, 2021, they released an EP together with their hit single Ping Pong. On February 3, 2022, they announced their engagement by sharing matching rings on their Instagram account. However, on November 30, 2022, the Ping Pong couple broke the silence and announced their breakup. On January 27, 2023, reports surfaced claiming the two had reunited, though nothing was officially confirmed. Of course, we never looked at the possibility of her departure. On April 5, 2022, Garam was accused of school bullying. These alleged lewd photos of her circulate online, solidifying proof that she's involved in this huge controversy. On the same day, the label stated that the photos were fake and maliciously edited. On May 2, 2022, the girl group released their debut single, Fearless. On May 19, 2022, HYunA's legal counsel released a statement backing up the previous bullying accusations against Garam. HYBE responded by saying they would review both sides of the situation. On the same day, HYBE announced Garam's temporary hiatus from the group, stating they had no plans to terminate her contract. After the controversy, many netizens demanded that Garam leave the group. Unfortunately, on July 19, 2022, HYBE made a pity decision to remove her from SSERAFIM. As of now, SSERAFIM remains active as a 5-member group. On the other hand, Garam seems to be out of the spotlight already. Do we forget the biggest plot twist of 2022 as K-pop fans? On December 9, 2022, JYP Entertainment shocked everyone with the sudden announcement of JINNI's departure from NMIXX. The statement cited personal reasons for the termination of her exclusive contract. With this departure, a lot of fans theorized that it might be part of NMIXX's concept. However, JINNI later debunked it after she reappeared as a soloist with this as a stage name. Rumors also spread that JINNI was kicked out for allegedly meeting with Steve from Unite at motels. Nonetheless, this rumor has never been confirmed or denied. If there's the best one-hit wonder on the K-pop scene, then here I am to introduce you to this group. On June 19, 2023, all 4 original members of 50/50 jointly filed a lawsuit to terminate their exclusive contracts with their agency. They also applied to trademark the group's name along with their individual stage names. On August 28, 2023, the Seoul Central District Court ruled in favor of the agency over the members. On October 17, 2023, KIOF withdrew her lawsuit. On October 19, 2023, ATTRAKT officially terminated the contracts of the remaining 3 members. Finally, on June 14, 2024, the agency announced that 50/50 would make a comeback with new members, keeping KIOF as part of the lineup. So far, the former 50/50 members without KIOF are now abloom. Meanwhile, the new generation of the group, together with KIOF, is currently trying to make another hit. Who wouldn't think that he'll also be entangled with the same issue with his co-members from Big Bang? On December 20, 2023, news reported that South Korean police accused G-Dragon of using illegal substances. However, the Incheon Metropolitan Police decided to invalidate the case against him after investigating that these were all only allegations. This is living proof that the cancel culture in South Korea is absurd. In August 2023, several photos and videos of Seunghan were leaked online before they commenced RIIZE as a group. These leaks included clips of him kissing an unidentified woman in bed and smoking a cigarette. On September 19, 2023, Seunghan posted a sincere apology to fans on the group's Instagram account in response to the controversy. On November 22, 2023, the South Korean giant announced that the idol would be placed on indefinite hiatus. However, they clarified that the alleged leaked clips were edited. On October 11, 2024, almost a year after his hiatus, SM Entertainment confirmed that Seunghan would resume his activities with RIIZE. However, this announcement didn't sit well with Korean fans. A lot of them expressed outrage, even sending over 1,000 funeral wreaths to the company's headquarters. On October 13, 2024, just 2 days later, Seunghan posted a handwritten letter on Weverse announcing his withdrawal from the group. In the letter, he explained that parting ways with the company and his members was for the best. We love his golden voice in the bridge parts, but not in this serious issue. On August 28, 2024, Taeil from NCT was promptly kicked out of the group due to a sexual crime. The Bangbei police station also confirmed that he had been under investigation for 2 months, even before his departure. On September 12, 2024, the Seoul Bangbei police station forwarded the case to prosecution for committing a non-consensual act against a woman. On June 18, 2025, Taeil and his 2 accomplices pleaded guilty to the forcible sexual assault during their court hearing. On July 17, 2025, the former NCT member filed an appeal requesting the court to review and reduce his prison sentence. On October 17, 2025, he received his final sentence together with his 2 accomplices. Coming right up is an issue we didn't expect in 2024. On August 7, 2024, BTS Suga is under investigation for driving an electric scooter while he's intoxicated. With this, he immediately apologized after the incident. On the same day, JTBC News released CCTV footage that triggered backlash from fans and led some to demand his departure from the group. On August 8, 2024, a police representative stated that the rapper was subject to criminal punishment for driving the scooter while under the influence. According to South Korean law, operating a personal mobility device while you are drunk would not lead you to jail. But since he was driving an electric scooter, it falls under the Road Traffic Act, making him criminally liable. On August 14, 2024, Donga Ilbo claimed that the CCTV shown on JTBC was incorrect. The outlet later shared the correct footage, which caused a scandal involving JTBC. On August 23, 2024, the rapper spoke to the media. He sincerely apologized for the matter before he proceeded to the precinct. On August 25, 2024, Suga released a handwritten letter expressing his remorse and reflecting on his mistake. On August 30, 2024, the Seoul Yongsan police station forwarded his case without detention. On September 10, 2024, the Seoul Western District Prosecution Office stated that his case had served a summary indictment. This means that instead of facing more serious charges, he was likely to pay a fine as punishment. On September 30, 2024, the case officially ended after reports revealed that he paid a W15 million KRW, around $11,500 USD, fine. HYBE Entertainment had 3 major controversies last year on our list, but let's focus on this one first. On April 22, 2024, HYBE Entertainment requested Hee Jin to resign as the CEO of Ador. The entertainment company claimed to have found evidence that the CEO tries to separate Ador from its parent company. On April 23, 2024, Hee Jin revealed that these allegations from the company were false. She emphasized that they are trying to remove her from Ador, as she accused B-Lift Lab of plagiarizing the NewJeans concept on I-DLE. On April 25, 2024, Ador's CEO held a press conference to rebut their allegations. She even revealed this information, which shocked the entire K-pop world. On May 29, 2024, Sports Kyunghyang reported that the court ruled in Hee Jin's favor to maintain her position as a CEO. On June 3, 2024, the court shared a 20-page verdict stating HYBE's claims were unsubstantiated and not against Hee Jin. On August 27, 2024, Ador released a statement where Hee Jin was dismissed as CEO. On the same day, her legal counsel claimed that they unilaterally removed her from the position. On January 10, 2025, the first trial session for B-Lift Lab and Source Music's lawsuit started. B-Lift Lab sought 2 billion Korean won, about 1.37 million USD in damages. On the other hand, Source Music demanded 500 million Korean won, about 343,000 USD. There is an ongoing trial between the 2 parties, so let's focus on our second issue from HYBE. On October 24, 2024, HYBE representatives participated in an audit with the National Assembly. However, the internal documents of HYBE were leaked, which became their biggest nightmare. For those who don't know, these leaked files included mocking the appearances and performances of various innocent idols. The reports also showcased their alleged plans to remove NewJeans from their label's 3 active girl groups at the time. During the audit, Representative Min Hyung-bae highlighted undesirable expressions used to describe idols, including calling them shockingly ugly. In response, Kim Tae-ho argued that those comments were merely a collection of public opinions and not from the point of view of HYBE. On October 28, 2024, HYBE's CEO Lee Jae-sang issued a public apology for the controversy. On October 29, 2024, HYBE removed the executive who was responsible for the mentioned controversy. However, they cleared up that he was just transferred to another department and not completely terminated. On October 31, 2024, Sports Seoul's investigation reported that the leaked documents were created entirely for Bang Si-hyuk's direction. It is also worth noting that the documents were done by K. He or she is known for working as a consultant for entertainment companies and also as an editor-in-chief for a media outlet. However, the media outlet revealed that Hee Jin was against K's internal reports. We miss NewJeans' fresh discography, but we're unsure if we can still see them together on stage. On November 28, 2024, NewJeans officially left Ador since they claimed that they don't have the capability to protect the group in an emergency conference. On the same day, Ador responded by saying that they didn't violate the contract, but claimed they were unaware of the press conference. On February 7, 2025, they revealed in their interview on CNBC that the group would now be called NJZ instead of NewJeans. On March 6, 2025, these girls attended the Seoul Central District Court for the first round of interrogations against Ador, although their appearance was reportedly unnecessary. Unfortunately, on March 21, 2025, the court ruled in favor of Ador for an injunction against the NewJeans members. This prevented them from doing any independent activities. On April 4, 2025, the group changed their Instagram username and deleted all its posts. On October 30, 2025, NJZ lost its legal battle to the company. The 5-membered group immediately appealed to the decision of the court. Up next is KG Crown's lawsuit against JYP USA. On December 6, 2024, KG Crown posted on her Instagram story that she had filed a lawsuit against JYP USA in Los Angeles for child abuse. On December 9, 2024, the entertainment company responded to her claims, stating that they were false and exaggerated. On August 7, 2025, JYP Entertainment rebranded the group from VCHA to Girlset. KG is now pursuing a solo career, and Kaylee was reported to have also withdrawn from the group. Meanwhile, Girlset continues to promote as a 4-member group. After that shocking group rebrand, let's shift our focus to Haknyeon. On June 15, 2025, 100 label unexpectedly released a statement announcing that Haknyeon would be going on hiatus. On June 18, 2025, Haknyeon left the group and ended his exclusive contract. Reports claimed that his hiatus was due to rumors linking him to a former Japanese adult film star. On July 3, 2025, Asuka Carrara stated that they had only attended a group gathering with several other people. However, she clarified that there was nothing more to it. Lastly, let's move on to a major controversy that tarnished the group's reputation. On April 2, 2025, Kiss of Life's Julie held a birthday livestream with a hip-hop influence. The girl group wore outfits and acted in a way that many viewers criticized as cultural appropriation of black stereotypes. The members danced to rap and hip-hop music and even mimicked mannerisms associated with hip-hop culture. However, instead of praise, Kiss of Life faced heavy backlash after the incident. After this incident, the group issued multiple apologies to show their sincerity. Do you like this compilation? Suggest more topics in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe.